If your child copied everything you did, would you be proud of them? Think about all the habits you have right now. If they were to do everything that you did through the day, would you be happy? Would you be proud of them? Think about your energy levels, your eating habits, your screen time, your discipline, and all of the excuses that you have right now. Seriously, think about that for a second. And if you've got kids and grandkids, if they were to copy you, how that would look for them in 10 years' time. Because here's what most people over the age of 40 don't realize, particularly if they have kids and grandkids. Your kids might not always listen to you, but they are always watching. And this means that everything that you do on a day-to-day basis, even those little small things that you do, they're shaping their futures. My name's Aaron, I'm an online coach and I help people over the age of 40, particularly parents, grandparents, with their health, their fitness, their confidence, physically and mentally. We set realistic goals, we sit down together and we focus on creating a plan that fits around your lifestyle, all the commitments you have, work, family, kids, socials, all that kind of stuff. And this channel is all about helping you. Today's video is exactly that. It's about letting you realize that the things you're doing right now are not only shaping your future, but potentially your kids and grandkids too. So if you're tired, if you're overwhelmed, if you're stressing out, if you are worried about your kids' future, your own future, then this one's for you. Now, this is my first ever YouTube video, so please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're over the age of 40 and you need help with your health and fitness. So let's get into it. Have you heard the saying, children are what you are, not what you teach? And research backs this up. A 2020 study by Pediatrics showed that parental activity, particularly at home, had a strong positive effect on kids under the age of 15 as they grew up with their own exercise and activity levels. In other words, the more you move, the more likely they are to as well. But let's not forget the other side of the coin there. According to WHO, the World Health Organization, more than 80% of kids 15 and under are not getting anywhere near enough physical activity. And that's a scary stat because much of it starts at home. So if you're treating your activity, your exercise, your health, your fitness, physically and mentally like a chore, guess what? They're going to as well. So I want to tell you a little story about one of my clients that started with me at the beginning of the year. And I'll tell you the reason why he got in touch, and hopefully this will resonate with you. He rang me up and he said he's fed up, he's overweight, he's out of shape, he's got no fitness, he's got no rhythm with what he's doing right now, and he needed my help. And I said to him, what was it that's got you to reach out now and not 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago? He said he was on the sofa in a pair of shorts and t-shirt, just watching telly, and his 10, 11-year-old was playing in the lounge. And he came over, he kind of jumped on the sofa and started banging on his dad's belly, saying that it was like a drum and he's got a big belly. And although he laughed it off at first, when his son kind of went away, he kind of had to turn the telly off, and it really kind of hit home because not only was it a wake-up call in the sense of that he already knew himself that he was not at his best, but he realized in that moment that other people around him were recognizing it as well. And as the day went on, it kind of stuck in his mind a little bit because he then thought to himself, does his son think that that's normal? And it was at that moment he was like, right, I need some help here. And then we spoke, and he's been working tremendously hard this year. He's been booking on to 5K runs, 10K runs, the weight's come down. He has a completely different family dynamic at home now. He's not sitting on the sofa as much. He's in the garden with his kids and he's playing. And a lot of those comments, most of those comments, have now gone for good, hopefully. So you might not realize it, but people around you are going to notice things. Some are never going to say anything, but as we know, kids tend to tell the truth and will just say whatever's on their mind. So just be very aware of that. And if that story kind of resonates with you, let me know below. Now here's the truth. again, something that comes up a lot is people think that they need to be perfect. They need the perfect training plan, the perfect diet, all that kind of stuff. And it's rubbish. You have to look at where you're currently at right now, where you kind of would like to be. And then rather than jumping straight from here to here, you start here. And you build and you build and you build. Now, along the way, you're going to evaluate because how you feel today might change in 3 months, 6 months' time. And the first place you need to start is here. You need to start giving a damn about you. Because all of the things that you're facing right now, stress, fatigue, distractions, cravings, long days, low energy, poor sleep, all that kind of stuff, your kids are going to have to deal with at some point as well. And the scary thing is, if they're watching you right now and copying your habits, they're going to be struggling later on in life. Your habits become their toolkit. So where can you start? Obviously, like I said a minute ago, we don't want to jump from 0 to hero. We want to build something that sticks, something that lasts, something that you can tweak and adapt around things like school holidays, family trips, weekends away, all that kind of stuff. So start with these 3 things. First of all, go for a family walk once a week, 15, 20 minutes. Secondly, start eating more fruit and veg in front of your family. No lectures, don't make a big song and dance about it. Just start eating more fruit and veg in front of your kids. And start making movement visible. Put your trainers on in front of the kids. Put your gym clothes on in front of your kids. By showing them this, they are going to be intrigued and ask you what you're going to be doing. And if they see you doing it, guess what? So I know that might sound like something completely different to what you've been shown in the past or paid for in the past or whatever it might be. Think about all the times when you've tried different things and it never works. So trust me on this one. I help hundreds of people over the age of 40, and this is exactly where we start 90% of the time. Right here, and then we build and we build and we build. And trust me, it really works. You just have to trust the process and be consistent with it. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you could pick one habit to improve on, what would it be? And if we were to assume that you're doing that right now, which of those habits would you want your kids to adapt right now? And if you want to go a bit deeper with this, what's one thing you wish you saw more of yourself growing up from your parents? Let's share ideas, no guilt, let's have a conversation. So remember this, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to care enough to start showing up for you and for them. And most importantly, consistently. Not just for a day or two, or a week or two, or a month or two, but for your future and theirs. So if you want more support, inspiration, real life stories, examples, some actionable steps that you can start implementing from today, then not only drop me a like here and subscribe, but down below are all of my other social medias. So drop me a follow. I am always here to help. So either hit me up in the comments or the DMs with any questions that you have. And if this really did resonate with you, then hit me up in the DMs, say hi, and I'll take it from there. And remember, change does not start with the perfect plan. It starts with the next choice that you make.